Yeah. All right. Okay. 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 Lucy. Ow! You hit me in the face with your big tail. Hey everyone, what's good? How we doing? It's me again with another video. So I just wanted to come on here and talk about some things and video a little bit of a practice session. I see other guitar players doing stuff like this. I've kind of always wanted to try it. So I just thought I'd turn the camera on and fire up the old amp sim and the metronome and the practice journal. Yes, I have a practice journal. It's right here. You can't see it on camera. Maybe one day I'll talk about it. If you want to know more about my practice journal, leave a comment. Maybe you're here because of the video of my dad playing guitar in 1992, which has gotten over 1 million views now. 1.1 million, actually. And we are getting a big kick out of that, my dad and I. And maybe I'll come on here and read some comments that are really funny and talk about that whole journey that video's been on. I'm glad you're here, but I am also a guitar player myself. I was a guitar teacher for a couple of years at a Sam Ash before they closed down. But I've been playing guitar and drums for a long time, since I was a little kid, and I was a band nerd and all that stuff, and was in a few rock bands and cover bands in my 20s, and played a lot of gigs at venues of questionable quality and questionable reputation, but I played at some cool places too. Have self-released a few EPs, a few singles. I have a couple of singles on all streaming services right now. I also self-produce some music videos for those singles. You can find them on my channel. So if you're here, let's see where this whole thing goes. And yeah, so I'm going to get some practicing in today. Hi, Lucy. How are you? Hello. Lucio. Hi, Lucy. Look at the camera. Look at everybody. That's Lucy. Hello. Yeah, I know. This is kind of her thing. Lucy. Hi, sweetheart. All right, come on. Come on. Come on, go sit in the window right over there. Yeah. All right. Okay. 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 Lucy. Ow! You hit me in the face with your big tail. Lucio! Okay. Well, you can stay there. Just stop hitting me in the face. Okay. How about that? Oh, Lucy, you're so silly. So, I always like to play a few things first. Just kind of get things moving around first, get some blood flowing, and then stretch out. So I don't want to stretch out completely cold. And then I do some basic, just stretching some of the forearm muscles. Make sure your hand's all stretched out. Kind of massage it like this. I've dealt with trigger finger in my pinky before from playing acoustic guitar, mostly at gigs, and pressing down way too hard. And I developed trigger finger really bad in my left hand a couple of years ago, and I had to get 2 corticosteroid shots in my left hand, and it helped, but I really had to reassess my not even playing style, but just relationship to the fretboard. and paying special attention to relaxation and the amount of pressure I was applying, because when it was bad, it was painful and it really hindered my ability to play. So my left hand pinky would straight up just get stuck if I in the middle of playing. And thankfully I was able to see a hand specialist, and that really helped. So I live in a bit of a paranoia now that I'm going to reignite it at some point, and I really don't want to do that. So I take very seriously warming up and stretching things out, making sure blood is moving around, making sure I'm not trying to do too much too soon, whether at a performance or in a practice session. I really try not to push it too much too soon. Even if I'm working on technique, I will only spend short amounts of time trying to push ahead on a tempo or now. So I don't want to fall into that trap again. It's very important. Prevent injury, musicians. All right, so we're going to go up to 150. Now, this timed tremolo picking thing that I do, I don't do this every day. And the fastest I'll go up to for 3 minutes is 175. And this is something I do just a couple of times a week, especially if I didn't play very much yesterday and I just want to get everything really dialed in. I want to make sure that the joints are nice and oiled and that my picking technique is really precise. So I find doing this helps me. And there's a couple other things I do too, another couple of times a week. But I try to keep stuff like this to not dwell on it for too long, because I want to get to practicing some songs. Okay, so right hand is over with for right now. Whew. Starts getting a little burn at the end there with the fourth finger, but there's no point in going on any more than that. Everything's feeling pretty warmed up. Okay. All right, so that's enough of that. Okay. All right, that was a little rough. Nice. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm happy with that for now.